tell you guys that I'm enjoying that there are milestones going on. There's milestones happening all around, and I'm almost done with getting Geisha Mom from stage one of first computer stage. The first computer stage is, of course, after her picture is her sprite sheet is scanned into the computer. Then I use GIMP to cut and paste every sprite sheet into their own little sprite into their own little sheet so that they can be pasted over characters later. So let's go file. Wait. First it's edit, copy, then file, new. Got the two options there. And that is with 88. Oh, wrong one. How did you do that? That is weird. I got the wrong keyboard. Somehow restarted a YouTube video on there. 8. Okay, move this. We're in the middle of reconstructing my setup here because the cat's knocked over the old one. It was a very cheap $10 tray table, but still, you know, I was really enjoying how that stuff. But yeah, the cat just basically jumped onto it, and jumped off of it, and that made it fall so hard it broke. So yeah, it's pretty cheaply made though. So yeah. When I saw how cheap they made it was like, oh, yeah, not that surprising. Okay, tab 50. So things are getting better, working. Chrono Trigger is back on track. Chrono Trigger's back on track. I'm very happy with that. Edit, paste. Finally beat that first lava spawn creature. So now that we beat it, now zoom in here. Now that we beat it, we can actually do that stuff. We can actually, I can actually go on with those things. Cause I spent a few weeks leveling my characters up so they could actually handle that business. So basically nothing would be able to get in their way. So that's how it's going to go. This is going to be interesting though, because I'm trying to get Chrono. I'm on a mission to try to get Chrono back, and that's interesting. Falls. He will not be. I don't know if he's going to be the same level as my guys. My guys are like level 55 now. They were like 35. 30, 40 levels. 30. 35 to 40 a little while ago. So I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but we'll find out soon enough. So I get him back because I really want to do this thing and get Chrono back because he's my main character. I really want him in there. After that, it'll be probably Final Fantasy. I think we'll have to see. Final Fantasy. I'm gonna get all these no, not Final Fantasy, Secret of Mana again. I'm gonna play that again. Do that right, this time. Make sure I do it properly. Yeah, that was definitely not my favorite. All that stuff that went on there. Let's see here. Switch over to this thing. All right, there we go. That right over here. Take these really close here. So Christmas is coming up eventually. It's about a week or so, a few weeks away still. It's the 10th today. And I'm recording this 10th of December. I'm recording this. So it's like, yeah. People are excited. I'm kind of excited. He had a great service. My pastor read some stuff from the Grinch. And then actually was, talked about how a lot of people, back when during when King Herod was ticked off about news of a newborn king, how his heart was too small to let him in, and of course how wait, right now I get this way. How people today's hearts are if it's just a few sizes too small to let Jesus in, and stuff. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, he did that, that was cool. So yeah. cat creatures are playing around with some plastic stuff. As long as it can't fit in their mouth, fit it's not choking hazard. I'm okay with it. So yeah, mom's gone to a nice women's meeting. Hanging out with some friends from our old other church, the church we used to go to. They still talk, they still hang out, and I just hang out with them on Facebook. It's interesting, leaving one church, going to another. It's a little bit interesting that way, but how it goes, you feel called, you feel led to go somewhere else. You go somewhere else. It's not cool, but it's how it goes sometimes. All right, what am I doing? Oh yeah, so that's the last. Well, not really. Smooth surface there. You can hear. Okay, this is way too big. We'll lower that tone it. We do like right here. Oh yeah, I watched one of the worst Christmas specials ever. Rap City Kids, Believe in Santa or something like that. That thing. The issue with that one, unlike say the Sound Critic, hated on, of course, did hate on that one, and it was hilarious. He and Tamara Malcolm hated on that movie, and it was hilarious. But there was this other one called the Christmas Tree, that he said was the worst. Was saying that this is the worst Christmas special he's ever seen. And then he saw this thing, and he's like, yeah, well, that one is pretty bad, especially animation wise. But it's not like the same, it's not the same, not in the same way as Christmas Tree is. You know, this is more of a boring way, and I'm like, in some ways he's right. In some ways yeah, I would agree that overall the Christmas Tree with its better animation is still bad, still, still bad. Um, but yeah, Rhapsody Kids. Believe Santa was not good. The animation was the thing that, in my opinion, makes it so people don't want to watch it because it is horrible. Because it's like it's weird CG, real old looking CG. Everything looks horrible, bad in it. Everything looks just not cool in it. And no, here's the deal. So, certain things do look okay, but they're all inanimate objects. The inanimate objects looks fine. For low budget CG. But the people, for some reason, are designed in such a way that they just look horrible. And then the way they move is just bad. And it's one of those weird things where it's like, okay, there's a sequence. There are several sequences where they're supposed to be moving. But it's like, yeah, your speed. There's parts where they're supposed to run because it's like there's one part where there's like they run away from bullies and run away from talking dogs. These not talking dogs, run away from dogs chasing them. Things like that, because it's like a junkyard scene. Edit undo pencil, junkyard part. And in my opinion, it was like, okay, we got this stuff happened, and it was like I was looking at them. I was like, you look like your lives are walking, He's like, I gotta catch up to you. I'm like, yeah, you're speed walking there. It's like, man, they're gonna get us. They're gonna get us. And it's just like, I was gonna get us. I'm like, that's so bad. Then came other stuff, but it's just like, yeah, it's just like if the vocals were okay. Now I gotta do a proper review of this thing myself, But the vocals were okay. I thought things were okay with it because it was just like, oh yeah, they have some great voice talent. They have Nancy Cartwright, whose voice is Bart Simpson, and several other characters on Simpsons. You got a bunch of other characters, you got other people, including Mark Hamill in there, and it was great. It was wonderful. And the issue was the voice casting was great, but the issue was the story was your average cheap, cheap Christmas children's story. It was like, okay, what goes on here? Character, kids. The characters are children, looking forward to going home for Christmas and having fun at Christmas time, and it's like, okay. I got no problem with that because that's par for the course. But then it's like, okay, and then there's like, yeah, the character that our main character is crushing on. First is like the main character, of course, has the issues. Like, yeah, it's normal. Uh, there's characters he's crushing on. There's a character he's crushing on. The other character that our main character is crushing on. That doesn't return the their favor. I'm like, yeah, for a while, and it's like, okay, I understand that. Like, that happens in many things. It's like, and then stuff ensues, and it's just like, yeah, okay, I get it, I get it, I understand. That's fine, but you know, and then there's a resolution that's all a nice happy ending. It's like, oh, isn't it cute? Yes, but it's like if it wasn't for the CG, for the animation, then this would have been awesome. This not awesome. This would have been pretty good. Would have been okay. Would have been something like, oh well. It would have been like some of those things where it's like, oh, you watch it, be like, okay, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You watch that, then after that would come something else. Like Rap City Kids, Believe in Santa. Okay, okay, I'll watch that. That's, or like in with a bunch of other Christmas specials. You see, there's a lot of shows. There were a lot of shows, especially cartoons, that came out that just especially with like made by people who were who were definitely more inner city style. They would basically have shows, and then they have a Christmas special of that show or something like that. And it's like sometimes that Christmas special will get played over and over again by itself after the show wrapped up because it's like it's a Christmas special, it's something for Christmas. Give it, let's do that, So it would have been at that level, I would have been like, okay, if it had been just 2D in your regular 2D animation or something like that, I would have been like, all right, that's okay. I can understand that, but no, this thing just makes it so it's like, yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to look at it. And the thing is, yeah, it's just so the animation just is so bad, and it's just like one thing you see another part that is just so weird is that there's a part where it's like, oh yeah, we got a song. There's a song. This girl, it's one of the oh yeah, the in this version, it basically the girl that our main character guy is crushing on is the hoity-toity rich girl type, which is again, a stereotype used very often. Used super often in anime, in cartoon, in animated, in cartoons and things. So it's like, yeah, and if it wasn't for the animation, they would have gotten up to a nice, it would have been par for the course, but normal. But it's like this thing, you see these characters, you see this girl's going like, okay, I'm gonna sing a song. I have a song about. I have a song about how awesome I am. And I'm like, yeah, okay, as someone who's that stereotype, that cartoon stereotype, you would. So it's like, okay, so there's like, yeah, she has a cartoon, she sings a song, and it's like, yeah, the issue is it's so lifeless. It's so lifeless in that song. You're like, what? Why? Why is it like that? Why did you animate them like this? This song would have been fine if she's just, maybe if she's like dancing, spinning around, in the mirror. Think about the animation from the 1980s, Care Bears or Scooby Doo or something like that. Care Bears, Scooby Doo, something like that. That stuff was something. That stuff may not have been the highest budget at all, back in the day. It's definitely not the highest budget at all, but it was something that was just like you could say these characters. There's some liveliness to them. They're all dancing around or at least walking or at least gliding or something. This girl is like she definitely looks like some sort of robot thing. And then it's like there's one part where she's like, oh yeah, look. It's like, here, look at me dance. Here's all the movements I think I'm programmed to do. It's like you see her, lean a leg back, kick her leg back, come, lean forward, and then things like that. Is like, what? Like, are you a robot or something? It's just so weird. And it's like, yeah, she's just singing a song, and it's like nothing is. No, now the issue is there's snow moving in the background. Nothing else is moving in this game, in this thing. Nothing. Snow moving in the background, but that's about it. Oh. I got it closer. I got it closer. Okay, I got too close. I got way too close. Did I get too close? Where is she? Okay, yeah. Here's like her arm or something. We're too close. I did it wrong, but I can zoom out. Yep, that's her arm. No, that's her body. There we go. There we go. That is her dress. All right. Her or no, what's it called? Her kimono. Yes. And it's coffee. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Even though it's decaf. Let's go. Gotcha. Um, so trying to get rid of this little bit here. Yeah. See, that was the thing that basically ruined everything. I have some ideas about making a comic version of that movie, and just being like, yeah, have it play over that. Except for one small issue, they would hate the copyright infringement would be ridiculous. So I just might make a comic about it, and just yeah, then I can totally get away with that. Yeah, I could just do that. Make a comic about it and just be like a comic about it, and just like yeah, shoot, I could totally just make up a new story or a better story. I can make up a totally new story about this thing. Hook it up real nice. I really could do that. It's kind of interesting to think about. All right, let's see here. Zoom out. Be very careful I zoom out. No, that's me in. What's this? Yeah, zoom in. Zoom in a little bit. But yeah, that movie, people are saying is horrible, and I agree with them. I agree with them that it is horrible. You know, but definitely it's mostly because of the animation. The everything else would have been just fine. Would have been okay. Not the best ever, no, but okay without if it was done differently. This had been like Flash. Yeah, I got to make a proper review of it. Oh well. So back to my character, my girl here. Geisha Mom, this is Geisha Mom, basically her final move. So I decided that they have poisonous mouths or something, so their moves would be that they kiss enemies. If they kiss someone, then they can kill them. It was an interesting idea. It was an interesting fan art picture of them as vampires. I'm like, that makes sense. It makes sense. Homegirl, attacked a living creature instead of the meat going after the sausage. That that the gnome was holding, but still it's messed up because they were helping her all through this time. I'm like, man, that's just terrible. That's just mean. But yeah, I can understand it. They use someone alive. Nope. Well, at least someone who's alive. To basically feed on. But yeah, still not my favorite. No, I guess still. And I still prefer this stuff that they're just poisonous. They are monsters. They not that's they. Let's see. It was weird. Yeah, I have to finish that stuff up because that's really cool stuff. Yeah, I will get that going. But now we got this. I will do that after I finish this. I just want to make a video showing off that I've done. That I'm working on the next character. Because, yeah. Mugen's amazing. Zoom out, please. There we go. That is looking really good. All right. Yeah, I'm not really gonna mess with this too much because this is basically just like a line or two. So no, I don't want to mess with that too much. Like I live with that. I can live with that. Yes, it's a good finishing move. She's gonna kiss her enemy, her opponent. That will be her. That will kill them. File. Report as. Gotta spell it right. Yeesh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still learning. Yeah, there's still spelling to be learned. I'm still learning how to spell, how certain words, because well, sometimes it's a good idea to continually practice them. Spelling was not one of my best subjects in school, but I do enjoy the challenge because this is cool though. Learning to spell things properly helps with searches and all kinds of other stuff. Is really cool. Yum-ish. Move. You know, we want PCX files. I'll continue to remind everybody because that's what they said. You know, and there was a Mugen, I think Gorilla Matic or somebody named, yeah, one of the many Mugen tutorials I found on YouTube saying that you need to make sure it's a PCX file or it won't work with Mugen. So yeah, PCX file, go. And there it goes. It's all good. We have everything. Discard the changes. We can leave that now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave GIMP. We're good on GIMP for now. We're not good on GIMP yet. No, we're not good on GIMP yet. Get GIMP back. Well, we'll do it this way. Um, Open with GIMP. Edit with GIMP. GIMP takes a little time to load, so I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Okay. We'll be back for that. Gonna love this. But anyway, okay. So yeah, no, this is my favorite. We gotta find other ones. Open up the original. But we can use this to get the color. So I need that color. There you go. Eyedropper tool got the color. Now we need to go to picture. Let's say clip, not clip. Fan. Fan 668. So yeah, they're all scanned. This is just line paper. I like that stuff. I like the way I do it. Edit with GIMP. There are a few more I like to do. So yeah, that's a problem. Let me go to my magnifier here. Oh yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, so I'll be back. I'll see you guys next time because I got two more things to do. Big pick and small pick, and this thing's probably really big already. So I'll see you guys after I finish these.